Alright, let's dive into this story that's been making waves in Indian politics and, honestly, it's a real head-scratcher. So, Abhishek Banerjee, the Trinamool Congress MP and Mamata Banerjee's nephew, has been denied permission to travel abroad for eye treatment. Again. And this time, the Calcutta High Court's reasoning is what's got everyone talking. The judge basically said, why go abroad when you can get treated right here in India? Now, personally, I think this raises a ton of questions, not just about Banerjee's case, but about the intersection of politics, healthcare, and the law in India. First off, let's unpack the court's decision. Justice Sougata Bhattacharya didn't just say no. He made it clear that there are reputable eye clinics in Kolkata and even directed Banerjee to see a specialist at a state-run hospital. What makes this really interesting is the underlying message. The court seems to be prioritizing the availability of local medical facilities over the individual's preference for treatment abroad. In my opinion, this is a bigger statement about India's healthcare system. Are we saying that seeking treatment abroad is somehow unnecessary or even suspicious? Because if you take a step back and think about it, this could set a precedent for how courts handle similar cases in the future. Now, let's talk about the political angle, because this is where things get messy. The BJP and a rebel Trinamool faction are alleging that Banerjee is using his medical condition as an excuse to flee the country. One thing that immediately stands out is the timing. Banerjee is facing a police case for alleged intimidatory statements during the 2026 West Bengal Assembly election campaign. What many people don't realize is that this isn't just about his health, it's about the ongoing investigation and the fear that he might skip the country. The BJP's Agnimitra Paul even went as far as to say that Banerjee could be planning an escape. From my perspective, this feels like a classic case of political mudslinging, but it also highlights the deep distrust between rival parties. Here's where it gets even more complicated. Banerjee has a diplomatic passport, and the rebel Trinamool camp led by Sougata Banerjee is arguing that he could exploit this to evade Indian law. Personally, I think this is a stretch, but it's not entirely unfounded. If you travel to a country without an extradition treaty with India, bringing someone back becomes a legal nightmare. What this really suggests is that the stakes are incredibly high, both for Banerjee and for the political parties involved. It's not just about his eye treatment anymore, it's about trust, accountability, and the perception of justice. What I find fascinating is how this case is being framed. The TMC is pushing back hard, with leaders like Kunal Ghosh calling out the politicization of a health issue. And honestly, I get it. If someone's been undergoing specialized treatment abroad for years, why suddenly question it now? But then again, the court's decision to involve a state-run hospital feels like a move to ensure transparency. It's almost like the court is saying, let's make sure this is about healthcare, not politics. If you take a step back and think about it, this case is a microcosm of larger issues in India. How do we balance an individual's right to choose their medical treatment with the need for accountability in high-profile cases? And what does it say about our healthcare system if people in power still feel the need to go abroad for treatment? Personally, I think this raises a deeper question. Are we doing enough to build trust in our institutions, both medical and legal? So, here's my closing thought. This isn't just about Abhishek Banerjee's eye treatment. It's about the blurred lines between politics, healthcare, and the law. It's about the accusations, the defenses, and the underlying tensions that make this case so compelling. And honestly, I'm curious, what do you think? Is the court's decision fair, or is there more to this story than meets the eye? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more breakdowns like this. Because, let's be real, in a country as complex as India, there's always more to the story.